Yo, what is going on, homies? It's your boy Stumped back from the OPTC video, and in today's video, it is the crux of Season 12 for the grandest party of them all. Day 5 of the Gear 5 6 plus Apocalypse is upon us, and in today's video, we're using the man himself. So I have tried to use different characters throughout this Grand Party season. However, as I stated at the very beginning, Gear 5 is a demon. And if you guys checked out my testing video, you guys would have seen what I've been up to with this particular character. And as you can see on the left-hand side of the screen, you can see what teams we're actually going to be running today. So, if you enjoy the Grand Party content, as always, bell the like button for me, hit the subscribe button if you're new, or if you're returning to the channel, hit it. If you return anyway, it's going to help me out a lot. Like I said, if you're returning, you can always change your mind later, but help a brother out, hit that subscribe button. Let me know in the comment section below as well, if you guys got the 15 wins, how this season went for you guys, and how you guys find the game mode. I do know a lot of people don't like it, but look, you should be able to get 9 wins fairly comfortably. Hopefully you get to 9, that's pretty much the goal. Anything over that is just a bonus. With that said, let's play some Grand Party. This is where it gets spicy. Alright, so the first matchup is against a Gear 5 Ditto match, but this is against a 6-star Gear 5. Now, this particular build has a slash team at the front. As you can see, Gear 5 6 stars in the middle, so I can assume that it is going to be a Psy team. With my Psy team, I always like to run Dex there because like there's a lot of free spirit characters sort of pop up there. And then the last team, it's going to be a very interesting one. So, we're going to kick it off with our free spirit team up against Slashers. There was a team that had Dex in the front. It was a TRA member though, so I wasn't overly confident going up against it because TRA have a lot of level 150 characters. This particular build, whilst it is Slashers and whilst it is still scary, it had a lot lower investment. The big thing that terrifies me is Roger Whitebeard. Kizaru obviously gives a lot of cooldowns. So does Odin, but like Kizaru being there is very interesting. But the upside of me running Gear 5 as my leader and on my free spirit team means that I just have 2 revive characters, being Zoro and being Gear 5 himself. So, if Whitebeard and Roger goes absolutely insane and takes out 2 of our units, being Zoro and Luffy, we can actually revive with those characters. So, hopefully, if we do take that Roger Whitebeard shot, we really want it to hit those particular characters. So, the damage of K-Dad, it's pretty chunky. Like, it's nothing to scoff at, but it's still pretty chunky. The upside with my team as well, getting the Gear 5 burst is very, very doable because we have Robin and Nami. Robin and Nami are a fantastic character for Gear 5 teams. Oh, that was big damage. Fantastic unit for Gear 5 teams because they do a 40% HP cut. Now, unfortunately for us, they didn't fall in the right speed and in terms of where they needed to go. Now they're going off here though, so now we're going to bink this little bad boy to avoid the... Oh, we don't have it! We're so close! Oh, we were so close. If we got that, we would have just completely avoided Roger Whitebeard's burst. We wouldn't have taken that shot. And then the enemy wouldn't have charged their burst up. Oh, that's annoying. I think Zoro... Oh, that's very annoying. That's super annoying by Odin. That's very annoying. I'm not 100% sure whose burst... Oh, sorry, whose revive went. If it was the Zoro or the Luffy. Kind of hoping it was the Luffy. Because Zoro does seem to be on a very, very low... very, very low HP pool. But now that Zoro has put up his counter, a lot of these attacks are going to hurt the enemy, that is. Odin and his fixed damage could be scary. Oh, okay, K-Dad's actually... Man, Kizaru just makes them go so fast, man. Alright, we got some good tanking there, which is good. Love that for us. I kind of don't want to use a burst here, because at this particular point, I still think we're in a pretty good spot. Of course you would hit those units. Odin is... I'm really hoping that Zoro has a revive here. Okay, Zoro and Luffy do. So that's actually really good for us. Because these 2 characters alone can literally just carry. As you can see. So now this last law unit's going to come in. Hopefully, he doesn't attack, but that's fine. Because look, I don't see him soloing my team. He might. With this special, he might. No, that's a wrap. Beautiful. Alright, so we still have a burst. The enemy still has a burst in the bag. But... we have 2 bursts, so that's always super nice. Now, the second team for them is a Psy team. Now, there is a particular strat that a lot of people have been using with Gear 5, and that's the Dex team as a sacrificial lamb team. We were talking about it super early, but for me, I've been using them against free spirits. And the reason that is the case is because Dofi has the ability to nerf the free spirit characters. Now, with Big Mom and Blackbeard And then Dofi, you have 3 out of your 5 characters being driven. But Dofi also buffs Dex characters as well, which is super, super beneficial. Ideally, we need to, like, go early to get the enemy down to a particular point, so that way we can actually get some damage off. However, if the enemy's going to do a lot of damage and then burst, we're pretty much going to be in a really bad spot regardless. So, Luffy's going to go early. Let's see how much damage this does. Alright, look, we're doing some chunky stuff there. So, like, let's send a burst. Because Pell and... okay, 10k, that's a lot. Doflamingo should kill Yamato here. Killing Yamato is absolutely huge for us. It's basically going to avoid a lot of extra damage that we don't need to take. They will send a burst straight after Odin goes. Which is kind of nice because Big Mom's going to halve stats. And Luffy would actually remove the halve stats. Just don't kill Big Mom here. Oh, she just survived. Beautiful. There was a revive that triggered. I don't know whose revive it was. But Big Mom surviving basically just wins us the fight. Like, Big Mom is so disgustingly powerful that it's just an absolute demolition derby. Then we have the enemies come in. We're just going to bink this last burst because it's a wrap. And it's just GG for there. So, Dex works amazingly against Free Spirits. If you're versing 6-star Gear 5 or 6+, and you see that leader in the spot, stereotypically, that's where I'll put my Dex team. Because, 1, it'll either be sacrificial, or 2, it can pick up a dub here and there. Let's move on to the next fight. Good eats, boys. We found a Tot Musica. This late in the game is just insane. Look at this. 2 Gear 5s right in the middle there. We are clicking on Tot Musica. There's a Tot Musica in the final team, which tells me there's probably a driven team there. So what we've done is we're going to bring Kid Law on our Free Spirit team. We're going to run our Slasher team up front, so that way we can charge the burst, rely on our Dex team second, and then have our Free Spirits take out that final team. Ideally, we want to guarantee us... Dex up the front against Kaku. Oh, this is good eats, boys and girls. This is good eats. This is Grand Party 14th win. You love to see that. The Slasher team is exceptional. It has so much variety. I've been gassing it up fucking forever. But the Strength Slasher team has been so much fun this season because Strength got a nice buff. And this particular Mihawk, he's popped up a little bit in the meta over the last couple of Grand Parties. I have burst him. He actually cost me a win, I think 2 seasons ago. And bringing him in to a Gear 5 team with a HP cut strat, it's just absolutely phenomenal. He's an absolute weapon, a menace, if you will, at giving HP cuts, giving speed. Because look at this, 65-second mark, we're going to have just death galore there. He's going to then HP cut here, which is awesome, because we can use that to build up our burst. Honestly, I'm so confident in this fight, I'm not going to use the burst. Like, I just cannot see a world where we actually lose this. Like, I just can't. Like, Dofi's now dead. Like, Kaku is hitting like an absolute freight train. Blackbeard is gone as well, who's like the one character that can like shut down Strength. Yeah, this is gonna be carnage. Even if we have to sack off our Dex team, like I said before, like, it's not going to matter because we have the Free Spirit team going last, which is so good. And then with Kid Law nerfing Driven and Powerhouse, it's just an absolute whitewash. This is just great eats. Look at this Mihawk go. Look at these HP cuts. If I wanted to as well and pop that burst, I probably would have it already charged back up. But I'm just going to send it, like, frame 1 of the next fight. Like, I just don't even care. I'm just going to absolutely send it to the realm. Luffy's hitting me so hard, though. Like, so hard. Imagine if my overconfidence costs me the fight, though. Submaster not special, right? Yeah, it cost me the fight because, like, I just don't, like, use the burst. But it's a Tot Musica. Like, Tot Musica hasn't been, like, good even around in the Roger era because you can only use the burst once. I just don't understand a world that they said, hey, let's make Tot Musica a single burst character, but we'll make Roger a double burst or Gear 5 a double burst. Like, they have to go in and they have to edit Tot Musica and just make sure that you can use her both 2 to 3 times. Because, like, if you compare the pair, it's just crazy, man. It's actually crazy. So what are we taking on in the middle slot? Is this Free Spirit or is it Strength? Okay, it's Strength. Interesting. And there's Kaido. Not ideal for a Dex fight. Not ideal at all. It's Strength Strikers as well. which is super, super interesting. Real bad matchup for us, like a real bad matchup, because Kaido can halve stats. Man, 2 shots into Doflamingo is not a fun time for us. Let's try and build up some of our specials. They don't have too much dex nerfing besides, obviously, the Kaido special, which can be a huge problem. So, I'm hoping we'll take the Jack. Okay, Kaido's not going to go, which is fine. Let's send this now, so that way our specials are going to charge up for the next fight. Because the enemy without a burst, and then us, like, literally almost killing the waifus is kind of crazy. Kid, no! You bastard. You son of a bitch, kid. Honestly, you are a son of a bitch. I dislike you thoroughly. That is perfect timing for a kid special to go off. Like, absolutely superb. Okay, they're ready to go now. Santa Sonia, really. Don't kill Luffy. Okay, the fact that Santa Sonia could not kill Luffy there is absurd. The fact that that didn't kill is absurd. Big Mom, some half stats. Oh, everyone? Big Mom? Everyone? Oh, you shouldn't have. You really should not have, Big Mom. That was just unfair. Like, that was rude. It was unfair. It was not okay. But I'll take it. I will take it. I will take it. Nice. Dalton, clean it up for me, brother. All right. Well, like I said, Tot Musica. Nom, 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 nom. Good eats. Good eats. Good eats. Let's move on to the final fight. All right. Final fight. This is where we close our eyes and pray. We found another regular Gear 5. Middle slot has the leader, so once again, we're going to chuck Dex there. Then we're going to put Free Spirit at the back as just a bit of our safety net. I always feel super comfortable. Oh, good eats! I always feel super comfortable running my Free Spirit team last and running Strength Slashes in the front because there's so much Dex going around at the moment that this sort of stuff happens. Like, this was just really, really good for us. But my Strength Slasher team is so good at building up the burst thanks to Mihawk. Mihawk's HP cuts and the amount of cooldowns he has. Level 8 cooldown. Look at this. 15 seconds into the fight, and we are popping a Mihawk special. That is absurd. Really, really good timing, though. Like, really, really good timing. But the HP cuts that Mihawk provides are super valuable. Kaku, this season, is an absolute monster. The fact we only hit 2 units there... Look, Mihawk's going again! Again! Just massive HP cuts. Now, K-Dad can come in, lower some defense, and then just absolutely smack super hard. Now, Kaku's a weapon. Kaku going super early and only hitting 2 units is not a huge problem because he has the ability to basically smack around the defense. And then we can do something like this, wipe out the team, and we're basically just in a really, really good spot. I'm hoping the enemies... that's annoying. I was really hoping the enemy would bring in their other units, so then Whitebeard Roger would hit at least another unit. And that way we could really build up that burst nice and fast. Because Roger Whitebeard will do that 30% HP cut and then hit 2 units. The overkill will actually go into that as well. And we'll be in a really, really good spot there. But now, we've basically shut down the enemy team. So that way they don't have the burst charge. They are going to start doing damage to us, obviously. Because like we're going to come back around to them getting their specials and whatnot. However, once we get our specials back, we're going to be in a really good spot. So the idea here is for Mihawk to HP cut the enemy a little bit. To build it up, and then we really want to get some overkill damage. So get them super low, but not kill. So like that there is not ideal. This should be good damage. That's not too bad. And then K-Dad is going to just absolutely just devour this. So 15k. It's exactly what you want to see, because as you can see, my burst just went from 0 to 100 real fast. Now, the second fight. The second fight, in this particular situation, we can either use the burst to guarantee us a win, or we can just let it rock, let the enemy use 2 of their bursts, as I was saying earlier, and then that way we can use our burst for the final fight. Now, Free Spirit at the back end, I'm super comfortable with. However, the enemy is using a lot of Free Spirit here, so Dofi's doing some quite good nerfing. Dex, Powerhouse are getting super buffed, which is awesome for Big Mom, Pell, and Blackbeard. So if we do use the burst, we need to make sure that we are guaranteeing ourselves the win. If stuff doesn't go our way and we can bait out a double burst situation from the enemy, I am very okay with taking 2 bursts, letting them take the W, and then just moving on to the next fight with our burst and them having none. So, let's see how we go, because Kuzan is going to go. Doflamingo should go as well, and then Big Mom is going to get her special off. Well, ideally should. So, ideally what happens, we'll see what happens with Big Mom. how much damage she actually puts in and how many enemies she hits. Okay, I'm going to send it because Yamato will die here. Losing Yamato is huge for us. And ideally, I wanted Odin to die there as well. But Odin was hiding in the back. Hopefully, this doesn't charge the burst. Okay, it doesn't because we stopped Yamato. Stopping Yamato is massive because that way they don't get the half stats and we don't have to worry about that overkill. So let's get some HP cuts off here. We're going to hit Wipe it really hard in the back. Pell hopefully takes out Luffy. Hit Luffy. Okay, take out Odin, surely. Take out Kabam. Beautiful. Knock back. Oh, sweet. Okay, that's a wrap now. That's a wrap. Luffy dying is just huge. That is 100% going to be the 15th win. You'd love to see it. Good eats. Good eats this season. Gear 5, 6+ is a menace, and when you know how to use him and build to his strength and his advantages, you can do some really, really, really cool stuff. Some really, really cool stuff. Before I go, I do want to touch on a particular strat that is going around. Apparently, what you can do is you can, now that I've got my 15 wins, I can change my leader to anything that I like that doesn't have a GP burst. And now, because I haven't changed anything else about it, now what should happen is that leader will pop up with my same teams. So once you guys get your wins and you finish up, switch to a unit that doesn't have a burst to help out others to get those 15 wins. Feel free to message me for teams if you guys need help there. If you enjoyed the video, bolt like button, hit the subscribe button, do all that good stuff. Most importantly, wherever you guys are in this beautiful world, please remember to enjoy the rest of your day. As always, homies, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Later!